Two Lonely Souls Part 7. The next morning Molly opened her eyes, but she was a bit disoriented and didn't know where she was. Amy still was asleep. However, Molly recalled the day before and got up slowly. She pressed her legs together to find out the package between her legs was soaked. The little girl got curious and walked towards the door and opened it to face Anne. "Good morning, princess," she hugged Molly. "Do moaning, Anne. Let Amy sleep, I take care of you," and tiptoed to the bedroom and took the clean diaper, cleaning utensils, and Molly's clothes. She led Molly to the bathroom. "Oops, we don't have a changing table, let's go to the living room and change you on the couch." Molly nodded, lay down on the couch, and pulled down her pajama pants. Anne untaped the wet diaper and the front dropped down. "My princess is soaked." She stroked Molly's hair and started cleaning her diaper area. Molly closed her eyes and smiled happily. "Hey princess, you like your diapers a lot. Let's make a deal. You can have your diapers, but you promise me to learn everything else." "Yeah, Anne," Molly grinned, and it was the first time when she did it. "What is viewsync?" "Proper speaking, eating, dressing, and schooling later." "Shooing." "Princess, children of your age go to school and they learn a lot." "I go to school." "I don't know, princess. You need to learn many skills before going to school, but Amy could help you and she even could homeschool you." Meanwhile, Anne finished diapering Molly and Molly dressed herself. Anne realized that Molly already had some skills. They walked over to the kitchen and Anne pointed to the chair. "Molly, sit down and we'll have our breakfast. I'll show you how to eat properly." Anne put a plate in front of Molly and gave her a fork and a table knife. "Here you are, a slice of bread, and you will smear the peanut butter onto it. Hold the bread in your left hand and take the knife into your right hand." Molly nodded and obeyed Anne. Anne took Molly's right arm and led her. "Dip the knife into the jar, scoop a bit, smear it onto the bread." Anne let go of Molly's arm, held the jar, and encouraged Molly. "Now your turn, princess." The first attempt almost was a disaster when Molly dug into the jar almost to its bottom, but she didn't give up. Finally, there was peanut butter on the bread and on Molly's hands, but her heart jumped. She had managed to use a knife. She ate the bread and licked the peanut butter from her hands. And smiled only. "Princess, now you wash your hands," and led Molly to the bathroom and showed her how to wash her hands. "Run the water, turn the tap, rinse your hands, soap them, rinse again, close the tap, dry." "Oh, you are here, Molly," Amy's voice sounded behind them. Amy woke up and found out Molly had left. "No problem, our little princess is learning how to eat and how to wash her hands," and replied instead of Molly. "Where is Dad?" "He went fishing." "I don't know how he can fish in winter, but he insists on it and he even succeeds sometimes." "Don't wonder, Mom. He fishes near the power plant and the water is warm there. I saw it last winter when I was curious about the place and he led me there." After breakfast, Amy took Molly to a walk outside. She headed towards the nearby playground. There was snow everywhere and the sandbox and swings were covered by it, but they met Emily and her son there. The small boy was playing in the snow and he ran towards Molly as soon as he spotted her. "I Jimmy. You. Mo we. You play?" "Yeah, we play," Molly nodded and she grabbed a handful of snow. "Snowball fight." She threw a snowball but she missed Jimmy. He didn't hesitate and aimed at her. Amy and Emily watched the scene and laughed a bit. They apparently understand each other. However, Molly is smart indeed, she looks like she matched Jimmy's age. Emily turned to Amy. "Maybe she is even better, she can dress and undress herself and she is able to eat on her own except using a sharp knife. However, she likes her diapers a lot and I'm afraid she doesn't want to potty train at all." "Don't worry about it, Amy. Maybe later, but she likes you a lot. You really should adopt her. The social services don't let me do it if I don't have a proper house and source of income. I'd have to quit my job to take full-time care of her." Yeah, it would be great if you could have a nice small house like those ones. Emily pointed at a row of new houses behind the playground. And a magic bag of gold. Emily, do you know why you are my best friend? I like your daydreams a lot, Amy hugged Emily. You always improve my mood. Molly and Jimmy got tired from the snowball fight and they returned back to the adults. A snowman please, Jimmy pulled his mom's arm. Okay, Amy helps me and you two help us too. Emily smiled and started making the snowman. Both Jimmy and Molly were enthusiastic and they seemed to be friends despite the age and size difference. Oh, it's almost lunchtime, Emily looked at her watch. We should go home. Really? Amy forgot about the time. Molly, let's go. Emily put Jimmy into the stroller and left. Amy took Molly at hand. Princess, how's it been? Greet Amy. Jimmy is nice, he is my friend. Yeah, you played together. Molly stepped forward and she felt the heavy diaper between her legs and a bulge in the back. She peed and pooped while playing and didn't notice it at all. Amy, I peed and pooped. Molly's voice revealed a slight disappointment. Molly, do you mind it? Amy was surprised by the tone of Molly's voice. You can potty train. No, diapers are nice, Molly composed herself quickly. She really didn't want to give up her diapers but she wanted to control their use. Back at home Amy helped Molly remove the winter jacket and led her to the bathroom to change her. Molly forgot about the disappointment and enjoyed the diaper change as usually. In the afternoon a snowfall started and Amy with Molly had to stay at home. Unfortunately they didn't have Ludo and Amy had to think of another game. She found the Black Peter and hoped that Molly would be able to understand the rules. Fortunately, Black Peter was simpler than Ludo and Molly understood the rules easily. Patrick returned from fishing and they spent a great afternoon. However, Molly was getting sad. I go to dissenter. Princess, Amy tries to take you home after work and you come again. And calmed her down. Promise. I promised to do my best, Amy kissed Molly's forehead. We'll have a delicious dinner now, and added. Princess, do you help me? They finished the game and started making dinner. Molly was eager to help and she was able to bring the food from the fridge or pantry. She also forgot about her worries and smiled again. After dinner she again cuddled to Anne and asked her for diaper change and bath. Anne was more than glad to take care of her princess and hoped that Amy would be able to arrange taking Molly home after work.